Father Keeney, as we've been reporting on currents this month, I've come to learn that November is a month of many, many remembrances.
That's certainly true.
We have Veterans and Thanksgiving Day, obviously, are the ones that most people know about. Let's talk about the people that protect us, that put their lives in peril. Many of them come home to us and they need our help. And that's where we're picking up here. Please, Marine Corporal Kevin Vaughn, how did you come to meet him?
Actually, I know Kevin's father and mother a little bit better than I know Kevin.
Okay.
His father, Jim, and his mother, Pat. And I learned about Kevin through a common friend. He called me and says, listen, Jim and Pat's son is coming home from Afghanistan, but he's severely wounded. And when I heard about that, and I heard about the wounds and the rehab that he would have to go through, I talked to the young men and women who I deal with at Long Island University, where I'm the chaplain.
Okay.
And I said, we've always been helping the Wounded Warrior Project. I said, how about helping a particular wounded warrior? And so they liked the idea, especially since he was from Long Island and we're Long Island University. So we picked up, every year we do a planned sale. So one year we actually gave the donation directly to Kevin.
Okay.
And then we found out that a new organization called Building Homes for Heroes was actually going to build him a specially designed home because he would need a specially designed home because of his injuries.
And Father, I want to put it in perspective. Let's talk about the injuries really quickly. Both legs, despite several surgeries, they couldn't save one of his legs. It was amputated below the knee. He currently suffers just from other serious ailments that to many people, and I'm sure to him, are very debilitating. Tell me, what does it mean to both him and you to have this home built, and let's talk about it from the ground up in order to facilitate his healing process?
Well, actually, at the groundbreaking ceremony, it was beautiful. They asked me to go and bless the ground as they were going to, dig the soil for the first time or whatever. And he got up and he spoke and he said, "This is the happiest day of my life." Reminded me of Lou Gehrig.
Oh my goodness! To find hope, though.
He was full of hope.
Yes.
Despite whatever he's gone through. You would never know it if you looked at him and listened to him.
He's highly decorated, Father Keeney. I have to read just a couple in the time we have left. The Combat Action Ribbon, Navy Unit Commendation Medal, Good Conduct Medal. I can go on and on and on. He's highly decorated, so deserved. Your act of going and blessing the home, it goes far beyond that. Talk to me about that. You don't just walk into a home saying our Father and bless it and walk away. You have a connection.
I have a connection with that family, and you're right. On that particular day, it certainly wasn't just go in, bless it with holy water, walk away. There were over 1,000 people from the neighborhood and the community who wanted to say thanks for the service that this man and many other men and women put in the armed forces of our country. We helped this one, but we're trying to say thanks to
all of them. And how can we, in the time we have left, help you help them? What are the organizations, and how do we contribute?
Well, quite honestly, you can go right on the website for Building Homes for Heroes.
Okay.
And they'll give you all the information, and they'll tell you about the different homes they're building for other men and women returning from service who need special care in all parts of our country.
Father Keeney, it's not just about Veterans Day, that one day we remember. I like to believe that we remember them every single day, but incidents like the one in Paris over the weekend really is a wake-up call for so many of us. These people put their lives on the line to protect us. Now they're probably heightening their efforts to protect us against this type of terrorism.
I think ever since 9/11 in the United States of America, we have become more aware of the fact that these people, these men and women, day after day are putting their lives on the line. I think we sort of forgot about that for a little while until 9/11, but I think for the last 15 years we've certainly been more aware of that, and what happened last week in Paris certainly just tells us, it's happening again, and it will happen in the future.
And we have these constant reminders, and we know we need to remain vigilant, but for many of us, like you, it hits close to home.
You're right, Liz.
Yeah.
My sister texted me yesterday that she and her husband are going down to Fort Benning, Georgia this weekend in order to attend my nephew Patrick McCormick's graduation from training as a lieutenant in the in the infantry for the United States Army.
It's a proud moment, but the reality is?
I am sure my sister is frightened to death
Yeah.
at what the prospects are for her, you know, first and only son.
Sure.
And proud that he wants to serve, proud he's doing well, proud that he got into this particular training that many of the other men and women who applied did not get accepted, but he did. But yet, certainly fearful of what the future holds.
So what do you tell us, Father? What do you tell him, stepping outside of the uncle role for a second and talking to us as a man of God, as a priest? How do we get through this?
I tell him first that I'm proud, and then I tell him to be careful.
Yeah.
And I said to be close to the people that are good and be close to your God.
Amen. Oh my God, we have to leave it there, but it's a perfect last word. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for everything that you do.
Thanks for inviting me today, Liz. God bless.
You're welcome. God bless.